between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Using his legs, it's Ginn. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense set on first down. They want to throw it. Got his man downfield. And they'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all taken care of.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Vandy. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And the Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. The lead is 6 in the 1st. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Caught in the backfield, it's King. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They booted away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go to the wide receiver screen. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Running to Green. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the setback, the offense gets set for a first and 15. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to pass. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Hard running there. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Bulldogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Coastal Carolina answered the bell away from Conway today with an impressive victory. The Chanticleers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold them here on 3rd down. Fires to the right. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Dogs. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's King. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. On 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Commodores line up to punt it away. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Dogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Used the play fake, now to throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cox. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That should be the final play of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's out past the 35.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the air on second down. Fires deep on the run. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Ginn. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw again. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's the handoff. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They'll keep it on the ground. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Let's see what he can do with it. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Strong, firm tackle. And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They boot it away on fourth down. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Some misdirection with the counter. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Power football with the run. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. The Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And here comes the punt team. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Time to take a shot. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for room, it's King. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Georgia sends out the punt team. Oh, this is a bad, bad shame. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's King. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to get it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Commodores need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did The offense retained possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Commodores will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Second down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the quick game. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Snagged in the middle. It's Foster. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.